Ready? Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Brigit's Last Laugh Tickle Your Bone Weekly Comedy Festival. That is the exact amount of applause we thought we deserved. One lady in the back and a guy with crippled disease. Please put your hands together for your host, Jay Kerman. That's right. My mom always told me to bow, and she was a very famous entertainer all over the valley. She worked at Highlighter, Bourbon Street, and she was the last gal on the main stage at the Alaskan Bush Company when they were raided by the FBI. So always bow to your audience. Thank you. Welcome to the show. My name is Sean McCarthy. We do this every week here at Brigit's Last Laugh, Tickle Your Bone Weekly Comedy. And we have 7 of the funniest comedians we could find in a Home Depot parking lot with a sign that said, looking for work and or something trabajo. So there's that. 2 Jews walked into a bar and bought it, and or dos judeos entraron a un bar y que pollo. All right. That's ice. Okay. Sorry. I have a little cotton mouth. That happens when you smoke a bad meth pipe that you got off a guy in an alley behind Tickle Your Bone Weekly Comedy. No, I'm kidding. No, I smoked some weed a little bit ago. Okay, focus. Getting back to the show. I didn't take mushrooms tonight and no DMT. Okay, so, welcome to the show. It's our pre-Thanksgiving Day show, and we have 7 of our favorite comedians on the show. We have Cierra, Renee, Miranda's on the show tonight. Yeah. Durrell Johnson and, Diethrich Shelton's here tonight. Yes. John Henry. The original Dan Johnson's here. Yes, so excited. And then Eric Sobczak. And Mr. Joseph Gangemi is in the house. And they're like 7 of my favorite comics. I didn't know how to make the lineup, so somebody suggested to me, just put them on in the order that they arrive. So Cierra, Renee, Miranda, I will be on stage until she gets here late and goes on first. This might be a long set. I've only been on stage for 3.5 minutes. That means Cierra is 3.5 minutes late. She just walked through the door. Living Spaces. Trails. O'Reilly. Cierra, Miranda, Auto Parts. Cierra. I didn't know how to make... Cierra, you listening? I wasn't sure how to make the order tonight. Someone suggested I put them on in the order that they come in reverse. You're going on first, kid. All right, there you go. Bree, you're second. Michael Tesfaye, our Gold and Platinum members in the building. Oh, the fun is just getting started. Folks, let's hear it from my Coke dealer over here to the left. I mean Coca-Cola. He has his own distributorship. Okay. He's never been to Perugia. All right, so we have a full lineup of goodness And it's Thanksgiving this week, which is exciting. So I can't wait to have a couple days off. And Cierra, I just walked on stage. You've got at least 42 minutes before the. Once the meth wears off, I'll be able to fucking get you on.
How can we watch this show?
Oh, I'm getting there. Who said that? A voice came from a dark corner. It looked like it was John Henry's daughter. I'll go with John Henry's daughter. Has a very deep voice. I have to talk about a few things before we get into the show. That's right. Heads up. If you want, we are live streaming the show tonight, as we always do, and you can go to TickleYourBone.com and watch the live stream. And you can also subscribe on YouTube there, and the more subscribers we get, we're trying to get views so we can make some money and monetize this and make some more money, and then buy the bar and fire everybody. And then only book Carrot Top and show the world what comedy really fucking is. It just got real. Okay, I'm just so stupid. So go at some point, go to TickleYourBone.com and click on it and watch a video or subscribe and stuff. And then there's that. And we got a new bartender back there, so I don't think she understands how things work, and she only speaks German, and she works and cashiers checks. So it's gonna be a weird night. She's got one of those machines that she slides your card across and gives you. Okay. She pulled up in her car as an 8-track player in it, folks. I'm telling you, she's been okay. 8-track, no one got it. Oh, all right. Let me mention a few other things. There she is, our favorite bartender in the world. I said you had an 8-track player in your car, young lady. I said that you speak German and you take cashier's checks. I was being so silly. She's going to kick my ass. She's going to take me to the ground and pound game in the MMA. All right, let's go focus. I don't know if there's a little feedback on this. So let me mention a few people real quick. I need to mention also, if you're going to get a bagel in Phoenix, go to Bagelfield's at 29th Street in Thomas. You can get a bagel. You can get a bagel there, and also Eric Sobczak will tell you a joke. After he rolls your bagel. The only thing I'm rolling is joints. Hello. I'll be here all week. If you have anything solar and you need it clean, call Lyndon at Complete Solar Cleaning. Lyndon at Complete Solar Cleaning. Clean your solars. Your solar plexes, your solar panels. You got a 6-pack? Living spaces. I got to say that a few more times. Trails. All right, I got that out. Oh, trails. I know, right? So stupid. Whatever they're smoking. She's like, I have the plague. That's not funny. Guys, don't do any plague jokes. One guy gets that. Let's hear it for that guy. He's a vampire. He's been around since the 1600s. Go find Tina Sanchez on Instagram. She'll cut your hair. She'll make you beautiful and do a tattoo. Check out Carrie Medina at Crescent Salon. And that's it. That's the only things I have to mention. Go get yourself if you're over in Sunny Slope and you want a vape, go see Sunny Slope Steve Ray Vapes. This is fentanyl, medical meth. It's got CBDs and pine sulfur terps. It's lit. It's the up and the down. It's the Chris Farley and/or John Belushi. It costs $5. There's a sign that says vapes, and there's an arrow. Just follow it. It's usually around 7th Ave on Hatcher. Sunny Slope, Stevie Ray Vapes for the ultimate experience in illegal drugs and a vape. So stupid. That's not true. That's shatter from a dispensary. I think this is the one I bought from Sunny Slope. Yeah, this is the one right here. You ever get so high you forget what you're doing? All right, listen. If you're going to get a bagel, go to Bagelfield's. Come on in, folks. There's some seats right over here. See, this is why I do this. This is the wonderful job of hosting. You got a few seats? You need a few seats? Are you with these folks? There you go. There you go. There you go. There you go. Have a seat. We'll back up. I'll start all over again. 2 Jews walked into a bar. L'chaim. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. There you go. There you go. Oh, and do you guys want to hit a legal vape pen that's got medical methamphetamine in it? I was talking about that. So I don't want you guys to miss out and hear about it. Yeah. I'm kidding. Guy's like, what the fuck did I just walk into? I thought it was a comedy show. I'm kidding. I'm being a wise guy. I was doing a silly joke. All right, those are the things I have to mention. Those are all the things I had to mention. Oh, perfect. And I've been on for just enough time. I even said that. Cierra, I've got about 5 minutes before I'm ready for you. And I got to tell the bartender to turn the music down. We'll get to that. She's new and she doesn't know that. So yeah, we have a wonderful show. My name's Sean. I'll be the host of this wonderful pre-Thanksgiving Day show. And we have 7 of my favorite comics that are going to come on the stage and tell jokes. And I think that's all I have to say. I think I have a few jokes. Here's a true story. My wife was mad at me because I peed in the shower. Does anybody else pee in the shower? I'm just curious, right? Who doesn't pee in the shower, right? My wife got so mad at me, and I was like, hey, I didn't know you were in there. Thank you. I'll be here all week. Try the veal. Thank you very much. Veal tacos. The fourth showed up. The fourths are all here. The room starts off empty, and then by it fills up fast. So people are, this crowd knows how to get there right on time, right as the show starts. It's perfect. Just roll in. I love that. So funny, because sometimes comics come here and they're like, is there going to be a show here? I'm like, you just wait, son of a bitch. We have the best audiences ever. We really do have the best audiences ever. I'm not kidding. I'm not just saying that. And you have to be good looking to be in here. So if you're in here, you're good looking. Otherwise, we will throw you the fuck out. Ladies and gentlemen, Michael Testify, our Golden Platinum member. Let's hear it for him. Just so stupid. All right. I have a dog. I have a little puppy now. His name is Waylon Ducati Jennings Aguirre McCarthy. So sweet. He's a Chiweenie. He's a Chihuahua Dachshund. I have him with me in the back because my wife's working, and I can't leave him alone. I'll bring him on stage later. I'll show him to you. He's so funny. This is a true story though. I've had him for 2 months, and I took him to Hollywood because he can talk and people don't believe it. But I was trying to. You son of a bitch. I'm fucking talking about my fucking dog, Waylon. And you think you're just gonna, because you're fucking hot with nice tits, you can override Waylon the puppy? You know what overrides hot chicks? Puppies. But still, you're fucking hot, so finish your conversation and I'll get to my joke. I will get to my joke after this. I'm just so stupid. You're sweet. We love you. You guys are here all the time. Okay. I was waiting for her to get back anyway. Oh, so my dog can talk. This is a true story. So I took Waylon. I took him to Hollywood, and there's a very famous Hollywood producer. I said, my dog can talk. He goes, no, he can't. I go, yes, he can. I go, ask my dog any question. So he goes, hey, Waylon, what's on a house? And he goes, roof. Yeah. Sure. Yeah. And then he goes, all right, who's the world's greatest baseball player? And he goes, roof. And the guy goes, get out of here. And Waylon was all bummed out, and he's like, should I have said DiMaggio as we were walking away? And I was like, that joke was for 2 people who know who Joe DiMaggio is. All right. Thank you very much. It is a great joke. That goes back to Bugs Bunny. I saw that joke when I was a kid. But as soon as I got Waylon again, I was like, no, you tell the joke, buddy. I tell you what, I love this dog so much. Oh, my God. It's the best thing that's ever happened. This is a true story. My last dog, Bojack, was 17 years old. 17 years old. And I didn't think I was going to get another dog. I love this dog with my heart and my soul. And I knew that he was getting close to the end of his life because you could just tell. I could tell he probably had dementia, he's walking in circles, arthritis, you Google it. And so we took him to the vet, and the vet confirmed, our suspicions. And I knew that it was going to be close to putting him down. And I just want to tell you, from experience, if you have an animal and you need to put him down, you don't need to the vet can do it, but they have services that come to your fucking house. And it's so fucking beautiful. And it's so amazing. And it makes it just such a better experience because after 17 years, I didn't just want to take him to the vet. You know what I mean? I just felt sterile. So I knew that we made the appointment for 2 days later, and these 2 guys that were of the Italian descent showed up in sharkskin suits with a .22 and just popped him behind the ear when he didn't even know what was happening. He was like, I'm going to be a made man, pow, and it was all over. Yeah, it was. Layla played by Eric Clapton. It was very beautiful. Joey Carbone was found frozen so stiff it took 2 days to thaw out the body. All right. I've caused enough trouble. Simmer down, kids. I've got 7 amazing comedians that are going to come on stage and make you laugh. And just for ha-has and giggles tonight, the one you guys like the least will kill by the dumpster after the show. It'll be a special pre-Turkey Day show. We're going to kill a turkey and kill a comic tonight, folks. That's happening. That's happening. All right. Coming to the stage first, and we're thrilled about this young lady. She's my favorite comic in the world, and usually she goes up later, but we just did the order in reverse, and she showed up last, so she's going first. But she's always can do whatever she wants. So if she wants to come up on stage and say, fuck it, I'll go up last, flip the order, I'll have to do it. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for the greatest of all time, Cierra, Renee, Miranda.
Brigit's last laugh. Yes, thank you. You will have a Mexican come up first, and then a black man come up second, because if you do it by order of arrival, this is the inevitable set. You're damn right I'm not getting here on time. I actually, okay, funny thing is, today I was busy. I've gained weight. I've gained weight in the last couple of years. It's just, whatever, it's fine. And I know this because my fat roommate, Dan, likes to call me fat a lot, all the time. And he'll tell me it while he's resting his tall boy on his belly. And he's like, because I was like, I wish I could go to the gym. And he's just resting it there. And he goes, some people stick with it, some people don't. That's rock bottom. So I gained a lot of weight, and I'm fine with it. It's whatever. I don't give a shit. But I have to lose weight because I'm in a relationship, and you're like, dude, if we're going to keep fucking, you should, enjoy what you're seeing, right? So, but I will say this. If anyone in a relationship, if your partner ever makes you feel like shit for gaining weight, you obviously leave that motherfucker because they're a piece of shit, right? Thank you. No matter what, you're getting laid out of this, so I think everything's just fine. You know what I mean? Did I not go down this morning? I think we're good, So, what's great is, Trails! A guy at Trails called me fat once. That was fun, too. So today I'm a little out of sorts. Today we were traveling, my girlfriend and I, to go get workout equipment so we can start working out. And on the way home, we were so exhausted because we had to pick up tall boys on the way to pick up workout equipment. Because it's tiring. It's very tiring. And it's just exhausting. How else do you get that second wind, right? Popeye needs his spinach, right? So that was tiring. And then on the way home, we got our workout equipment in the back of the truck. And I'm like, well, we had to go get Arby's, right? I don't know. This is how you get there, right? This is how we get. All right. I just want to say about Waylon real quick. Waylon and Sean are 100% meant to be. It is BoJack all over again. It is absolutely beautiful because Waylon is back there completely dead asleep listening to Sean's voice. Who the fuck? I have seen crackheads on the light rail overwhelmed by Sean's speed of voice, right? I've seen them get up at the exit. There's their dealer was nowhere near, and they're like, this guy's a lot. But Waylon, Sean's voice is a fucking lullaby to him, and I think that's wonderful. Sean also jokes about PCP in your pen. It's not a fucking joke, okay? It's a real fucking problem. If you are outside of a strip club and you think you need a hit of someone's pen, you need to make sure that man has all his teeth before you agree to that puff. You need to make sure. You do not wait until the end of that moment, because then, God bless. It was fine. I was fine, right? I was fine. He was very much he didn't, the good news is he didn't have like a home nearby to do things to me after, I clearly couldn't defend myself, right? Like, no, it was great. I hit his pen. I thought it was weed. I saw his gums, and I'm like, it's not. And my friend came to pick me up. I woke up 30 minutes later, mid-sentence, in a Taco Bell parking lot. It was fine. I don't think meth is that bad, is what I'm trying to say. It's fine. And I was like 8 pounds lighter, It wasn't that bad. All right, let's get on with shit. It's the holidays. What the fuck was that? My own hair. It's the fucking holidays. I don't know. Do we like the holidays? Do we like our families? Is that okay? All right. I get it. Some people don't. I like my family. The good news is that I don't have to go to my family's Thanksgiving this year, so that's fun. But I love them; they're great. But I have family that I don't talk to. Like, there's always that one family, right? Like your cunt side of the family that you just like don't talk to anymore. And the second you don't have to talk to them anymore, it's the best day of your life, right? So I'm excited. I never have to talk to them again. Like, I won't even know if they die. It's pretty cool. But it was one Thanksgiving with them. And it's not morbid. This is great. There was one Thanksgiving where we just didn't get along, my cunt cousin and I. And she's just, I think I'm too harsh. I just think that you should know, like, all the fathers of your babies, And, like, I just suggested, maybe, do you, like, if you want to, like, you could go to Maury and, like, make a business out of this, and not everyone at the dinner table liked that. So, but the great thing is, so I hate her fucking guts, right? And I don't talk to her. And it's fine, right? Because she's a cunt. And I can say that. I know we don't like that word, but I can say that because she is a cunt. What's great is it was one Thanksgiving and she was super mad at me, and she gets a lot of like Botox and shit. And she does it like Kardashian styles, but it's really cool to watch someone who doesn't have Kardashian money try to look like them, Because shit just gets puffier, but like it doesn't get prettier, So it's just like more and more. She just like, just be like more and more. I can't even figure out if she's mad at me, right? It's just great. So good. When we were all hanging around and after dinner and stuff. And it's all because it's always that one cousin where you're like, the good news is with like Thanksgiving is you see the cousins you like and the cousins you don't like. So we're doing the whole thing of like trying to go out, but like don't invite that bitch, right? But like she's overhearing and she's like, where are we going? And I'm like, we're going out. You're gonna take care of your children, right? So she was mad. She's mad, and so like she's just like, you're a bitch. And I'm like, no, who didn't know that, right? So we were like hanging around the living room, and it was just great because she was getting more and more mad, but like someone who can't move their face get like more and more angry at you, and like it was just stiff, right? But she just was like, fuck you, and like you're a fucking bitch, and blah, 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 and just like screaming. And I think the best part about it is like as she was like, you're a fucking bitch, like everyone in the room wasn't like, come on, she's not that bad. You know what I mean? Like everyone in the room had a consensus of like, well, you are a bitch, Cierra. You know what I mean? Like no one was mad at her. So she like screams and shit, and that was fun. But it was great because she runs out of the house like in a nice. It was a really great ending. She was like, "Fuck you and fuck everything about it." She like slams that door, and I'm like, pretty solid. You know what I mean? And she goes, and then like a minute later, she comes back in and she's like, my battery died in my car. So she had to wait for like her stupid fucking battery, that stupid fucking cunt. She's such a stupid fucking bitch. This is how much I hate her. Her name's Selena, and I wish my name was Yolanda. You know what I mean? Blap, 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 blap. You know what I'm saying? I'd recreate fucking magic. If you were wondering what that means, that's a good joke. Thank you. All right, my name's Cierra, Renee, Miranda. Thank you guys very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, Cierra, Renee, Miranda. That's... Now the bar has been risen after my bullshit. Cierra, Miranda. Let's hear it for that young lady right there. Hey, this is something fun you can do. Just take like a regular pen like this when you're at a party or with your drunk friends or at a bar and go, hey, you want to hit my pen? And go like this, and they take it, they go, where's the button? I used to work at a dispensary a long time ago, and this is how people would ask for vapes all the time. You guys got those vapes? You get those vapes, sativa, indica? Be like, what's going on there? Like, if you just saw the video footage, just look like, what's that guy asking for? What's that guy talking about? What are we selling here? Is this a glory hole or a pot? Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, you can catch this next man at the glory hole down. No, I'm kidding. So stupid. Oh, hey, Jason Amos is in the house tonight, and also Alex Aguilar. A couple comics. They're funny, but not funny enough to be on this show. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. These are 7 of my best friends. That's 8 and 9. So you guys are just outside. Like on MySpace, you're just outside the top 7. Okay. Coming to the stage right now is one of the funniest men I know, and I could say that about all these guys. I literally love every one of these comics, and to me, they're one of the funniest people I've ever known, and they're also unique and different. So that's all I'm going to say. I'm going to sum it up, and I'll just say all their names, and we'll get them on and off and get the fuck out of here, because I got to go home to Whalen. All right, coming to the stage right now. I'm just kidding. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage right now one of the hot shits of all time, Mr. Durrell Johnson.
Oh, thank you, thank you. Oh, I got fans in here. All right, all right. Oh, Russell Wilson right up front there, enjoying his beer. He's for those that don't know, he's the alternate universe Russell Wilson. If he married that white girl instead of Cierra, he'd be sitting in a bar on a Tuesday like, you know, I was gonna go to the Super Bowl once. Yeah, sure. Mr. Wilson, we're gonna pay your tab now. Yes. Great time to be here. I guess Thanksgiving, that's everyone's excited. Or are we just skipping to Christmas? Does anyone give a shit about Thanksgiving? All right. Thanksgiving is a rough one, you know. We're in the times of cancel culture, so, you know, I'm surprised we're still celebrating, you know. Now, here's the thing. It's a food holiday, right? That's how people, they mask it out. Like, oh, it's a food holiday. I always wonder what the Native Americans think. You know, growing up in Arizona, there's a lot of natives here. So I'm always like, in grade school, you know, people are dressing up like fucking pilgrims and doing dumb shit. Then you get older and you're like, man, that was horrible. What if Thanksgiving was the day that black people were thankful they freed us? They're like, the masters freed us. Like, oh, we're thankful our masters freed us. Well, that's not really what happened, but that's what we're celebrating. That's how the natives got to hear it. I'm like, man, we should burn this motherfucker down. Honestly, I will be on board if the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade has an indigenous attack one day, and they just light all the floats on fire. Pikachu, Elmo, all of them. I will be on board for that. Kathy Lee Hoda will be like, oh, dear God, what's going on? And then they'll have Al Roker, and he'll be like, oh, dear God, what's going on? You know, and it's like, oh, it'll be fantastic. I want real natives, too. The ones that don't speak no English. I want them in their native tongue out there scaring those colonizers right off the streets of New York. That's Thanksgiving, baby. That's a story to tell. Be some white family, and 20 years down the road, like, oh, you know, the natives came and took their land back. That's all we can tell you, okay? We have to grow corn, and we have to go deliver. Oh, man. Beautiful times, guys. I don't know. Thanksgiving's weird. I go to Friendsgivings because my family, you know, they're all around the place. Last year, I went to, it was my second white Thanksgiving. Yeah, white Thanksgiving. Man, white people don't even have Thanksgiving dinner. Y'all have Thanksgiving lunch. Eating at noon, 1 o'clock. Best part was my friend, it was his dad's house that I went to. So I walk in the house, and his dad has a shotgun on the wall with a sign hanging below it that says, in this house, we say Merry Christmas. I knew exactly what was about to go down here. But that motherfucker that smoked that turkey, man, he made it right. Man, he made it right. Somehow those bigots, they know how to barbecue and smoke things very well. I don't know why. There's a science to that, I guess. I don't know. They know just how dark they like their meat. Just how much you get it. Oh, crazy. Crazy how that works. If you've never been to where's there like the one black guy in here besides me? There he is. If you've never been to White Thanksgiving, and maybe you have, have you been to White Thanksgiving? You have, so you know the drill. There is, it's super weird. Like, there's no sweet potato pie, but there's pumpkin pie. You know? It's not quite the macaroni and cheese we know, and you never eat the potato salad. You go to Black Thanksgiving, you can eat the potato salad because you know what's in it, the ingredients it was supposed to be made with. White Thanksgiving, hey man, who knows? Who knows? Now, I don't know any white people that put raisins in their potato salad, all right? Please, if there's anyone in here that does that, just stop. That's horrible. That's absolutely horrible. But I think some Thanksgiving traditions can be retired this year. So the parade for one. I think also the NFL, you might watch the NFL games, they got to eat that dry-ass turkey at the end of the games. That turkey sits out for the entire, you ever see how those things are? They put the turkey out at the beginning of the pregame, and everybody's standing over it, talking over it. They play the entire game, and then at the end of the game, they take off the legs and like, okay, hold it up for the camera. And of course, it's always the black people with the turkey leg. Like, go ahead. I'm like, oh man, can y'all just let them eat it in the locker room? First of all, everybody eats this dry ass turkey. Quit putting us out there like that. And then they put a Popeyes commercial on right after. Marketing. Crazy, man. Yeah, I'm good with that. I'm good they can retire that. I like when they do the White House things too. You know, in the White House, they always got to have like the turkey that they kill. Like they bring out like the live turkey, and then the next thing you know, president's out there with the knife. Now they better not give old ass Joe Biden nothing with a sharp end to it this year. Now I'm gonna watch it. But dear God, please let Kamala be there or somebody to just guide his hand, just make sure he doesn't accidentally gut the White House dog. Be like, oh, what are you doing, Joe? What? He's always that cough. Poor Joe. What'd you say? Joe, I'm over here. Oh. We're watching this deterioration like right in front of our eyes. I remember when they had a special when Obama was in office for the turkey cutting, and they were like, it was like Thanksgiving with the Obamas, and Michelle Obama had like a whole opening where she went out to the White House garden, and everybody was like, oh, look at all these things she's growing. She's like, yeah, we're trying to help kids eat healthier, blah, blah, blah. And then they get over to Obama, and Obama was trying to figure out how to cut the turkey. He had no idea what he was doing. He's like, well, yeah, I want to say it's a woman's job, but I'm struggling to cut this turkey here just a little bit, And then Michelle's out there like Barack, do you need help in there? He's like, well, let's not tell her right away. Everything's okay. I'm doing just fine. And then he'll go out there and right back to work, trying to cut that turkey. And I was like, this is the most entertaining thing ever. I absolutely love the Obamas. And he's like, Sasha, Malia, we're going to put up the Christmas tree. Maybe over there. Well, actually, let's go find the White House security, and we'll find out where they want to put. I'm just like, this man wastes so much time talking about nothing. I'll watch that all day long. Absolutely love it, guys. I absolutely love it. I'm here for it. It's great. Luis Guzman's in the house. Good to see you. You ever get that? That's fantastic, man. That's spitting image. Oh, my gosh. Celebrities in the house. That's great. Hey, let's leave out of here on a white joke for Thanksgiving, huh? All right, I'll give you two because you asked so nicely, ma'am. What do you call an old white person? A graham cracker. Boom, you guys can use that one at Thanksgiving. A white guy catches on fire. What's he called? A firecracker. All right. Have a wonderful night, guys. I'm Durrell Johnson. Thank you. Thank you, McJew. Thank you, Waylon.
Living spaces Durrell Johnson, let's hear for that hot shit right there. Murderous Row. All right, fantastic. We have more fun coming to the stage now. Oh, by the way, Diethrich Shelton, you are not here yet, are you? Nope. That son of a bitch. CPT. Whoa. We're in Compton? What's going on? Sure. Oh, I'm sorry. See, I saved that. I was trying to be cool. Dude, what's up, bro? LBC is the spot where I serve my king. Follow me, follow me, follow me, follow me. Don't lose. Okay, stupid. I don't want to rap. So stupid. Ladies and gentlemen, all right. So Diethrich is not here is my point. I was just double checking. So everyone on the order just knew we're bumping up one until Diethrich gets here. So this man was supposed to go next, but now he's next. Now he's not next, he's next. That made no sense. He's the man that started this show over 40 years ago in 1958 when this bar was known as Bees. What was it? It was so old, so long ago. It wasn't Brigett's last laugh. It was just Bees. So stupid. But John did make this sign in the stage and did a show here for 10 years and then politely gave it to me because I had nothing to do but teach giraffes how to hula hoop. Please put your hands together for the originator of this show, Mr. John Henry.
Keep it going for Sean, everybody. Keep it going for yourselves. Everybody here like a regular? Are you guys, everybody here? We've all been here before, right? We've all seen these shows before. Right? No one here for the first time? You, yeah? Anyone seeing me for the first time? Well, these will all be new for you, but I'm sorry to everyone else. I don't do a lot of comedy anymore. I don't write a lot of jokes anymore. It's hard writing jokes because, honestly, life is just too fucking good. That's really just, there's nothing, right? I know. It's very unrelatable. I don't live a relatable life. I have a very good job. I own my house, you know. I just bought a toilet that washes and dries your asshole. There's nothing funny about that. I spent $500 on dinner last night. No big deal. $500 on dinner for two, right? And it was a date, and I was trying to impress. I'll admit it. You know, but still, a lot of Taco Bell. Yeah.
Lot of Taco Bell.
Yeah, after the date, when she went home. I smashed my hand. There's always that. I'm fat. I guess that could be a problem, but now it's okay to be fat, thanks to bully shaming and diversity. It's no problem. We can just be fat, and I'm considered just fine. So, you know, everything is going just fine. My biggest problem right now is that I'm remodeling my house, and I can't find a way to keep my dog off my brand new $12,000 couch. And she doesn't understand that that is $96,000 in dog money. You know what I mean? There's no way to tell her that. Yeah. So what else we got? There was a what do they call it? Forest fire raging through southern Europe a couple weeks ago. We saw this right outside of Athens, this huge fire, right? Huge, gigantic, tearing through the countryside. It's not news. Things happen, and you know, whatever. There's too much news out there. You guys would have seen it if you know, but whatever. It's just. But I was reading this article about this fire, and it's endangering the town of Athens, and they said the further problem was they were expecting like hurricane-type weather to come right after that. And I'm reading this, and I'm like, oh, that's great. The hurricane will put out the fire. And apparently, no, you are not supposed to put water on a grease fire. Never been in a hurricane or a forest fire. I've been in an earthquake. Have you ever been in an earthquake? I experienced an earthquake once. It wasn't a super big one, but it was noticeable. But the most I'll never forget, because I was having sex at the time, all right, with a woman, and like we're doing it, and I'm like, holy crap, did you feel that? She's like, yeah, we didn't do that. And I'm like, no, I know, but like, this is new. Is this going to be okay? Are we going to be okay? Are you okay? She goes, yeah, I'm under the heaviest thing in the room. I'm going to be fine. So, yeah. I was driving. I drive for work. I drive a lot. And I almost got in an accident the other day because I was coming up on a green light, thinking I would go. Traffic the other way had a different idea, and a car just runs the red light, and I hit the brakes, and then another car right behind them, and like 3 or 4 cars all running this light, and I'm like, where's the fucking cops? And I see a cop on a motorcycle with the lights just sitting there, and I'm like, what's going on? And it hits me, oh, it's one of those fucking funeral processions. Like we have to stop traffic in the middle of a day on a Thursday so everyone can get to the grave at the same time. I don't understand that. Like, can we just get there when we get there? He's not going anywhere. And I realized, holy shit, this is what they're doing. This is a fucking scam put on by Big Funeral to cause more accidents, to create more funerals. Fucking assholes. I was reading on the internet, apparently, this is a weird fact, apparently you make the same face when you orgasm as you do when you die. It's a real thing. I don't know how they prove that, but and I don't know how I could prove it. Of course, I've only ever seen somebody die, so. Yeah. You like that? Thanks. You guys, my sister got pregnant, and she's having one of them gender reveal parties. We all know what a gender reveal party at this point is, right? Right? No? Well, first of all, let me explain. If you get invited to a gender reveal party, make sure it's for a pregnant woman. It's 2023. It could be something totally different. But she's having a gender reveal party. And what we're going to do is at the end of the party, there's a cake, and we're going to cut the cake. And the idea is if you cut the cake, and if it's pink inside, it's a girl. If it's blue inside, it's a boy. Simple, right? We cut the cake, take a slice. It's a red velvet cake. Everybody's like, twins? Hermaphrodite? Miscarriage is what it ended up being. So. It's not my story. I just was there. What? Excuse me? Where's the line? Where's the light? Where's the light? I've been thinking that for 3 years. I just want to walk into the fucking light. Take me, Satan. I've been dating the same woman for a while. Yeah.
What's his name?
Here's the thing. When we used to have sex, when we were younger, much younger, we had sex all the time, all over the house. It was great. And now, when we have sex, it's infrequent, and it's very, very normal, very standard, very missionary. And that's what happens in relationships, you know, things just, you know, kind of get routine. But I can tell you this, usually it's gradual. For us, there was a simple one single day that this happened where we were just like, no more crazy shit. And it wasn't that crazy. She wanted to have sex, her idea, by the way. She wanted me to have sex with her standing up, okay? I was much thinner and more in shape back then. And she wanted me to stand up and like do one of these deals. And she wasn't that fat either, so I was like, all right, no big deal. I can handle this. And thank you. And we're doing it, and I'm like, this is working. It's actually working so good, I'm about to finish early. And my knees got weak. And guys, this is a true story. I dropped her. And her head hit the nightstand. And she passed the fuck out. Now, I just finished, so I also immediately fell asleep. Ever since then, it's been missionary. And for the first couple months, I'm like, I get it. You know, she's in a coma, whatever. But, you guys, my name's been John Henry. Thank you so much.
John Henry. The originator right there. Makes more noise for John Henry. We love that man right there. Very funny young man. All right. I gotta tell that music is connected. All right, moving forward in the Rhythm and Blues Review. This next hot shit I've known forever, as well as the rest of these gang. He's a fucking hysterical, and he's a wonderful man. And he knows a lot of things about cars, too, which is very helpful. And you're like, what do I do? He always knows what to tell you and make you feel better. He's funny, and he's got good information. Please put your hands together for Mr. Dan Johnson.
Hello, Brigett. Oh, how good was John? I love John. I had this thing recently. It's like 3 or 4 times recently, somebody's that I know, a comic that I don't like, which doesn't narrow it down. I don't like most of them. But they'll walk by and they'll go, oh, hey, John. And I'm like, fuck you. And then it happened a second time. And then a third time. And then I realized all the people telling me that are people like I haven't seen since before 2020. So they see me and they're like, oh, that's John in 2020. They don't realize how much rotund-er he has gotten. It's like looking into a fucking time machine. I better fucking do something. I am Dan, also known as Cierra's fat roommate, apparently. Oh, fucking bitch. Now, I wanted to talk shit from the back as I was eating my chicken strips. But my mouth was full, and I had french fries in my hand, and I got mad, and I looked down, and I had spilled ranch on my shirt, and I was like, well, fuck. I'm 44 years old, and I spill food on myself every fucking day. It's ridiculous. Just sit there shirtless with my fat, hairy gut out just so I can eat some fucking french fries. Whatever. Yeah, no, I do. I'm a kid. I go home for lunch. I work like a mile from home, so I go home for lunch. And I'll put on an episode of Seinfeld and eat some leftovers. And then I look down, and it's always just fucking shit on my shirt. Like, motherfucker. Okay, so it is holiday season. I got roped into. Actually, I didn't get roped into. Somebody asked me. They're like, hey, would you play Santa Claus at this thing I got going? She works at Bookman's. And they're doing a day for Santa Claus. And I was like, yeah, I'll do that. And she's like, how fucking drunk are you? And I was like, pretty fucking drunk. I'll do it. I'll fucking do it. I don't care. I don't like kids, right? And it's not necessarily that I don't like them. It's hard to not like a child. They're just so fucking stupid that I have a hard time putting up with them. You know, because they're dumb. We all know that. They're dumb. Watch a 2-year-old walk. They fall on their face. It's ridiculous. So I'm going to be Santa. I figure I'm fat as fuck this year, so we might as well put on some Santa shit. And then it dawned on me about a week later that I better get a Santa Claus voice going. Like, I can't have this high-pitched, whiny bullshit. So then I was like, well, what voice do I do? Do I go in there like, this is Santa Claus here? This is Howard Cosell. Some of these people will know this one. Come on over, my very good friend. Tell me, what do you want for Christmas? Like I could do a Howard Cosell. I can do that. I could do local fan favorite John Connell. You know. And then I could just be like, hey kid, do you know if did Carolina win today? I was putting some bets out there, and I just need to know if Carolina won today. I go to Vegas with him 3 times a year, and no matter what season is going on, he walks around to random people when he gets shithoused. He's like, hey, did Carolina win today? Does anybody fucking tell me if Carolina won today? If you knew him, you'd laugh harder because that is a fucking spot-on voice. It is.
That's John Connell.
I could try to do a Dice Clay voice, you know. Oh, bike's not for sale, Francis. But you know what? Sean does that one better. I just do the But, you know, I could try to Dice Clay it, you know, like, hey, little fuck, get over here. Hey, is your mom throw a good one? Because I could use a blowjob. Ah.
Do Bernie Mac, Dan.
I could do that one. It's Dice Clay. Are we going Dice Clay? Okay, we could do Dice Clay. And then, so I watch Caddyshack all the time. And I thought, well, fuck, I could do Ted Knight from Caddyshack. He's Judge Smales. Anybody familiar with Caddyshack, or is this just... Okay. And then I could call everybody Danny, and I could just go, Danny, come over here and sit on my knee, Danny. What do you want for Christmas, Danny? And then as soon as they say something, I can go, you'll get nothing like it, and just spit on their face. How would you like to mow my lawn? Well, that's all I had planned for tonight, so... That's actually, yeah, I was going to do that one. Thanks, John. You ruined it, John. No, so I used to work with this guy named Jacob. He's a fucking idiot. Long story short, he's a fucking idiot. He did oil changes, but the way he talked was very funny. He fucking talked like this all the time. What the fuck, you fucking stupid or something? So that way I could be like, hey, come sit on my fucking knee, little fucking idiot. Oh, Santa, could I have a bike, please? Santa's not real. What are you, fucking stupid? Hey, the fuck out of here. Who fucking peed on me? Oh, somebody fucking pissed on my leg. No, God. Playing Santa's my favorite thing to do. I think what's probably going to win out, though, is I'm just going to get fucking drunk as shit and show up. We'll have drunk Dan be Santa Claus. Because, well, drunk Dan, he kind of talks like this a little bit. And then I can be like, fucking Santa's here. Fucking Santa Claus is here. Whose mom's a whore. I don't know. I'm going to do it, though. I got a chance to get out of it. Like 4 days later, I get a text. She's like, are you sure you want to do Santa Claus? I was like, yeah. I saw it, and I was like, I started to type no, and then I was like, no, fuck it. I said I'd do it. I'm a man of my word. Unless it's I'll call you tomorrow. That one, Well, there's nobody to call anyway, so. Yeah, I was going to flying into holiday season single, which is a good thing to do. Fuck the gifts, fuck all that stuff. I was trying to have an actual relationship. And I even put myself out on the internet, made one of the dating profiles. First go of it was my friend said it was very dumb. They're like, well, it's you smoking a cigar, holding a beer with one eye kind of half closed because you're fucking wasted. and you're saying, do you want to come hang out on a bar patio while we drink beers and smoke cigars? And I thought, yeah, okay, that's not too appealing to the women. So I wrote one here. Fine, I'll just read you what because I put a lot of thought into this, you know, like, I like being single, but I also like pussy. So, you know, let's see here. I mean, vagina. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. Okay. Here's what I went with. Middle-aged, balding cigar smoker, slightly overweight and drinks too much, looking for like-minded and fun party girl to enjoy mushrooms and sofa time. Yeah. That's what I should do with Santa. I should show up fucking on a handful of mushrooms. Oh, that's dope. I'll do it. Fuck, these kids are going to scare the shit out of me, but whatever. Okay, I digress. Physical attraction and intelligence are essential, which is basically like, I want to be able to carry on a conversation with a woman. I want her smart enough where we can talk about anything, including cars and motorcycles. But I want her dumb enough to fall for my shit and take her pants off for me. You know? I don't think that's too bad. Okay, so must be driven and confident, because I'm neither, so. Emotional ambivalence preferred. Tell me how special I make you feel right before ditching me for your super hot coworker you've been hoping to bang for the last 8 months. Come on, baby girl, be the trigger for my next bout of depression, which is just an amalgamation of everybody I've dated before. And I'm going to get out of here. I was hoping to make this guy laugh. If it's good, he kind of nods his head. I'm watching him tonight. All right, guys, I'm Dan Johnson. I'm out of here.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dan Johnson. Let's hear it for that nice young man. That nice young man right there. Nice young man there. Those kids, those Beatles with that long hair, am I right? All right, coming to the stage now. This next young man was running a little late, but he just flew in from Litchfield Park, and boy, are his arms tired. Try the veal tacos. I'll be here all week. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know where he was, and I don't care. I'm just glad he's here. Please put your hands together for the very funny and talented, and yet another one of my dear friends who I love, Mr. Diethrich Shelton.
So I finally was able to pay off my payday loan. And all I had to do was get an auto title loan. And to get the auto title loan, all I had to do was get an auto loan. And the thing is, it was time for a new car. My piece of shit car was so bad. Let me explain to you how bad it was. All right. One time I was riding with my friend Nate. And we got out of the car. He's like, aren't you going to lock your doors? And I'm like, what are they going to do, steal my jumper cables? And then I realized, oh, shit, I can't afford to lose my jumper cables. Also, I tried to sell this car. I put my number on the back to let people know that I was trying to sell this car. And someone tried to steal this car. And the reason I know this is because they called me. They asked me, how do I start it? And I told them the trick, and I said, just leave the jumper cables. Because I don't want a total loss. I don't, in my culture, and we have the saying like I wish a nigga would, or and the thing is, I found out Italians do this shit too, because I was on High Street and there was this Italian bartender that I know, and we were outside talking, and the security guard is like, hey, guys, be careful. There's a group of teenagers driving around throwing pumpkins at people. And he said, I wish a motherfucker would throw a pumpkin at me. I'm like, really? That's your wish? Like, because if I were you, I'd wish not to be, below 5'6".
Oh.
And he's like, well, that's impossible. I'm like, well, here's the thing. My version of the wish doesn't happen. Your version of the wish, you have pumpkin guts all over you. I think you need to reevaluate how wishes work. And he's like, nah, because if they do, I'd fuck them up. I'm like, oh, that's your actual wish, an excuse to fight teenagers. Your real wish is to be Mr. Miyagi and beat up the Cobra Kai dojo and claim you were defending another teenager. You wish. So when people find out that you're a comedian, they too decide that they are a comedian for some reason. It's like, hey, I got a joke you can use. And I'm like, I doubt it. And it was one of those jokes. The ones that start with, you can't get mad, though. I'm like, you made sure no other black people saw me hearing you say this. Proceed with your racism. So he tells the racist joke. Problem is, he told the joke wrong. I had to correct his racism. I'm like, this is not how racism is done. His friends are like, hey, he's pretty smart for a black guy. Now see, that is how racism is done. Because he meant that shit as a compliment. And it's that compliment like you clean up nice, which means normally you look fucked up. So I got the weirdest backhanded compliment from this lady. She said to me, Diethrich, you have the ugliest teeth but the prettiest smile. If I were a little drunker, I'd give you a mercy fuck. And I thought to myself, really? You think you would be showing me the mercy? You have stretch marks on your neck. Ever since the weight loss surgery, you went from fat to skinny, and by skinny, I don't mean thin, I mean full of skin. You look as though you loaded makeup into a shotgun and then Kurt Cobained it on. And when she started crying, I realized, ooh, I might be saying all this out loud. She's like, I can fix the skin and change the makeup, but you'll still be ugly. I'm like, wow, you still think I'm ugly? The ugly one here? It's like, fuck you, bitch. I clean up nice. Yeah. So, what else I want to talk about? Oh, yeah. So, I'm not sure what happened first, but Ford brought back the Bronco. And then I saw a white dude wearing an O.J. Simpson jersey. And I'm like, wow, because Ford brought back the Bronco, you thought you could bring back this throwback? And he's like, what can I say? I'm a Bills fan. I'm like, you could say I would like a Thurman Thomas jersey, because both are Hall of Fame running backs for the Buffalo Bills, except, Thurman's white wife's still alive. I watched the documentary, the 30 for 30, and then I watched the miniseries, the one where Ross from Friends was Kim Kardashian's dad. And I came away with this. I came away with this. Two things. One, he did it. Two, the cops planted evidence. And someone said, so let me get this straight. You think the cops framed a guilty man. I'm like, I think the cops were so used to framing black men that muscle memory took over. And in hindsight, being 2020, they said, oh, we didn't have to do that this time. All right, guys, I'm Diethrich Shelton. Enjoy the rest of your evening.
Mr. Diethrich Shelton, another destroyer. We really have like 7 of our favorite and best comics on the show tonight, so I think the rest of the month is gonna suck. Just kidding. And by the way, Jason Amos will be on next week. I'm just kidding, dude. What a day. No, I'm kidding. That's not true. He's on. Oh, I do have to say this. It's always a better show when Dover's here, and I forgot to mention Jimmy's in the back. Give a big shout to Jimmy. Yeah, Dover. At this hot shit lineup. All right. We are down to our last 2 comedians of the evening. This next guy, I always like to say this, it's true. If you look up stand-up comic in the dictionary, there's a picture of him. He's brilliant, Mr. Eric Sobczak.
Yo, what up? What up? Yeah, they call me the panty dropper because I'm clumsy. I don't know. That's like that's not. That was just the character I was trying out. You know, I don't know. It's like, oh, it's Clumsy Carl, the panty dropper. Be like, his favorite Aerosmith album is Get a Grip because he can't. His fingers are too slippery because the panties are too wet. It's Carl, Clumsy Carl. I don't know. It just started off with, I don't know. Sometimes it's like, it's fun to do characters as you say things that you wouldn't say or can't say. Like this next character, this is it's the white guy who only says the N-word. His name's Jason Aldean. Or Morgan Wallen, or I don't know. Whatever shit these motherfuckers are putting on the jukebox when this is over. I don't know. So here's how the impression goes. No, I'm just kidding. John Henry was talking about bidets. Dude, I love going to people's houses and using bidets because I like leaving the bathroom refreshed with a boner. They're like, oh, why do you got a boner? I'm like, thanks for noticing. I didn't know it got that big.
Trails.
I already forgot what other shit I was going to do. I have to do this. I have to look at my notes real quick. This is just the N-word a lot of times. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I had to get I got a new driver's license, and when I re-upped it, then they're like, oh, do you want to be an organ donor again? I'm like, yeah, but I'd like to do it anonymously. I'm gonna be what the fuck do you mean? I'm like, when Mario punches the question mark, I want that, but instead of coins, it's my organs. If you guys don't start laughing harder, I will say it. No, are you leaving? He's like, honey, you need to leave the room for this. I told you you're not allowed to say it, and I don't want you to hear it when he does. And be like, why does he get to say it? Right. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Luis Guzman. So, as I was about to say, What this whole set has turned into what I listen. My name's Morgan Wallen. I apologize for what you've seen tonight. Or you can follow my Patreon, I guess. I don't know. This actually perfectly sets up what I'm going to talk about next. And now that I think about it. Oh, wait, you look. I haven't teased your slur yet. Is that what you're looking for, Lauren? No. That was aggressive. Oh, I don't know. I don't need to impress you. I'll just do what I do. And if you like it, we're cool. And if not, I'll say the N-word. Why? How is this entire thing? Anyway, Bagelfeld. All right. So here's this is a story of when I was at a gas station here in town, and it was a Circle K, obviously. Because why wouldn't it be a Circle K? If this was a QT, there wouldn't be a story. Okay, it would just be, the story would be, I went into a gas station and commerce proceeded how it should. Business happened and it went as expected. That's QT. No, this is at a Circle K. So I go into a Circle K and I'm at checkout, and the dude at checkout, it was like he had spiky hair with frosted tips still for some reason. There was like a wristband halfway up his arm. I'm pretty sure his name was Lance. It's as if Circle K hired bartenders from Las Vegas that were flair bartenders and time traveled them to 2023. As if like you're gonna ask for a pack of cigarettes and it'd be like, I got you, boss. $9.23, boss. He kept calling me boss. He was just like, oh, what kind of, and I'm like, hey, can I get $20 on 4? He was like, $10 on 2. I got you, boss. I'm like, what is $20? What is that, boss? I'm like, never mind. I guess I'll just drive around. But then the guy behind me, he kept on calling him Holmes. Oh, also, I've said, this is a black guy behind me. White bartender. I'm also white. Oh, yeah, I'm white. If you guys. I learned cursive by studying the Live, Laugh, Love decal in my living room. Yeah. So bartender, white, me, white, black guy behind me. So I'm leaving it, and he's just like, what up, Holmes? And I'm like, So I'm filling up because after driving around, I'm filling up. And then this dude comes out, and I'm like, yo, dude, I'm like, don't you think that was weird? And he's like, what? I'm like, he was calling me boss. He's calling you Holmes. I'm like, don't you think that was racist? And he's like, no, that's my friend. And my last name is Holmes. I'm like, oh shit, my bad, dude. And he's like, but I hate being called dude. I'm like, all right, my bad, Holmes. Thanks all you guys. My name's Diethrich Sobczak. Keep it going for Sean McCarthy, wherever he is.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Eric Sobczak in the house, yes. Messed up the curtain. We have to have the live feed look nice. Shh, quiet down in the back over there. Goddamn kids with your loud mouths and your rock and roll music. Goddamn Beatle haircuts, you better knock it off. I'll come downstairs and beat the hell out of all of you. Hey, I always remember at Thanksgiving, it was at my aunt's house. Besides, we had to dress up like an Indian pilgrim. The kids had to sit downstairs, and they had these wooden fucking picnic tables we all had to sit at. It was horrible. And the parents got to sit upstairs. It sucked. I was down there till I was like 22. It's horrible. Hey, Joe Gangemi was supposed to be here tonight, but he can't make it. I know, but we got a super, super cool, awesome replacement on Wish. From My Pillow, please put your hands together for Mr. Mike Lindell.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Hello. I am Mike Lindell. A lot of you might know me from my infomercials for My Pillow, or possibly my deposition tapes from when I was in a lawsuit with Dominion voting machines. Dominion voting machines are evil. They're powered by Satan and the Democratic cabal. But I'm not allowed to say that anymore, so I'm Mike Lindell from My Pillow. I just want to thank Sean for letting me headline this show. I am a major CEO of one of the biggest pillow companies in all of the United States, based out of Wisconsin. Thank you, Sean. You are not an asshole. There are a lot of people out here today that are assholes. Sean is not one of them. I'm here tonight. This is not my first time at Bridget's Last Laugh. Back in 2015, I was also at Bridget's Last Laugh talking about My Pillow. And it was a very good time. I met a few guys at the bar that had some very interesting political beliefs. And I fell in with the right crowd. You know what I mean? Since then, I have changed a lot of things about me, and all for the better, except for the massive lawsuits and my divorce from my wife. Other than that, things have been great. Thank you. I am here tonight, though, to dispel some rumors about me and my company. There has been a mix-up in marketing. A lot of people feel like the My Pillow brand is a pillow company for you to buy pillows made by Mike Lindell. That is changed. That is not the case. They are my pillows, and I want them back. There has been a recall of My Pillows, and I will be taking them all back. A lot of people out here probably have My Pillows. Ma'am, do you have a My Pillow? You need to give it back. There is you have to. This is not an option. You see, in the divorce, all I got was the pillow factory. And it is not called my bitch-ass wife, ex-wife's pillows. It is called My Pillows. So if you do have one, please give them back. Ma'am, what kind of pillow do you own? So you're sleeping on dead birds. That's disgusting. I hope you enjoy your trash-ass pillows. But I will be sleeping comfortably on one of my pillows. You look like you have one of those pillows you mix up for your leg pillow and your face pillow, and that's how you got pink eye. That's the kind of pillow she's rocking. You know, not a good night's sleep. A lot of people have said, Mike, why do you need all these pillows? What could you possibly do with a warehouse full of pillows. That's none of your goddamn business. No one asks you what you do with your pillows. Why would you care what Mike does with his? That's my business, and no one asked you. If you really must know what I do with my pillows, I take them all, I pile them in the center of the warehouse, and I slowly lower myself from the ceiling into a sort of pillow deprivation tank. Where I sleep like a baby. I wake up in the morning feeling like Hunter Biden on Jeffrey Epstein's island. And then guess what? I throw all those pillows away. You know why? Because they're mine. And I can do that. They're my pillow. And if you have any concerns about that, it has nothing to do with you. No one asked you if I care what I do with my pillows. Maybe if you're so concerned with my pillows, you should hire hundreds of scientists to make the most advanced pillow technology and create your own company. Or you know what? Maybe do your own thing, you know? Make your sheets or your comforters. But stop worrying about what I'm doing. Exactly. Sir, can you hold this for a second? Ah! He thought I was going to let him touch my fucking pillow? Oh, what a fool! Like I would let your grubby fingers come anywhere near my pillow. Oh, Jesus. His eyes were as wide as when I used to smoke crack. Oh, jeez. Speaking of my younger day, I found Jesus. I am clean, but I did have a very close tragedy happen to me recently. An old pal that I used to smoke crack with, he had a tragic accident and passed away. I don't know if you guys heard about Matthew Perry, but it turns out it wasn't his day, his week, his month, or even his year. God rest the dead. Okay. You guys have been a really fun audience and a great time. I appreciate you being here. I hope everyone is planning on voting in the next rigged election. Thank you. Thank you. I do, because you guys have been so great, I do want to offer up the chance for one of you to sleep on the majesty that is my pillow. I don't know if you guys saw, but there is a bucket at the bar for a raffle. And if you have put your name in that bucket, you have been entered into the raffle to win my pillow. I have the answer right here, and I am ready to reveal the winner of the raffle. Can I get a drum roll, please? Oh my God. The winner is me, Mike Lindell. That's sweet. I love my pillow. All right, thank you guys and have a great night. I know I will.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mike Lindell, My Pillow. I'm Sean McCarthy from My Stool. Our company isn't number one, we're number two because we're the shit. My Stool. Mike Lindell, one more time. That was such a treat right there. Oh my God. I can't believe it. Well, folks, we do this literally every week, and we have this much fun. There's karaoke next door. Please get home safe, and thank you so much for coming out. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving. Oh, he's up in the chair. Oh.